If I didn't talk about it, tell them to shut up. Real simple. No new doctrines. We don't believe in tongue talking. We don't believe in any other Bible but the King James Bible. I don't know what they do in Spanish, but King James is English, all right? So that's what we believe, all right? That's just the way it is.
Amen.
All right? And some fool come in here wants to, you know, have a dream, a revelation, all that other stuff. Well, fine and dandy, you had too much pizza with jalapenos. But do not teach other doctrines. So you say, what was happening? There was people going around teaching other doctrines. And they were saying, you got to do this, or you don't have to do this, and so forth. So Paul tells the young preacher, don't be scared of it. It's hard for a 20-year-old preacher, 25-year-old preacher to get up and stand up to a 55-year-old preacher, 65-year-old preacher.
Amen.
And tell them, no, you're doing it wrong. This is not the way you're supposed to do it. Neither give heed to fables and endless genealogies. There was fables, stories. You know, Paul, I tell you, you know, he disappeared from here, and the next thing we know, he was 100 miles away, and boy, we saw him over there. It's a fable. He cured 1,000 people, you know, I tell you, it's a fable. Let's start talking. Do not make fables up. So Paul tells them, if you hear anybody talking about fables, tell them, stop. No more fables.
Right.
Endless genealogy. The Jews love to talk about my grandfather, my great-grandfather, my great-great-grandfather. Who cares, all right? I mean, if you're in this room, I'm pretty sure you're Hispanic, and I'm pretty sure somewhere along the line, somebody in your family was from Mexico, okay?
Right.
I was born in Texas. My daddy was born in Caldwell, Texas. But it really doesn't make a difference, amen? Sooner or later, you're going to find out we was Mexican, amen?
Amen. Amen.
Stop talking about genealogy. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Who cares what your background is?
Right.
I don't care if you're half black, half Asian, half white, if you're purple, yellow, whatever. Makes no difference.
Amen.
And so Paul tells Timothy, tell them to stop talking about all their generations. You're spending time on worthless conversation.
Amen.
Amen. Yes.
Where was I? I've lost my place. Rather than glorify, godly edify, which minister questions. Okay, which minister questions. You know, there's a lot of good questions. And then there's stupid questions. You ever heard this? There is no such thing as a stupid question. Well, they never read their Bible. Because Paul says they are ministering questions. Well, if I do this and I do that, will God still save me? Well, you know, if I do this and I do that, will God forgive me? You know, if I get married 10 times to 10 different women, will it be okay? Listen, if it ain't in the book, all right, I don't want to hear your questions. All right, you got a question? Read your Bible. You got a question? Read your Bible. I ain't got time to fool with you. And I ain't got time to discuss it. The last thing when you knock on a door is a Jehovah's Witness, a Mormon, or any other cult will spend all your time trying to keep you from telling them about the gospel or telling anybody else. Right. They will spend an hour hour debating.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Right.
Leave him alone. Let him go to hell. Bye. All right? Here's the track. You want to go to hell? Bye. I'm going to go talk to somebody else. I ain't got time for all your questions.
Right.
Amen.
Jehovah's Witnesses, do you know God's name? I had a lady tell me that. Do you know God's name? I said, yeah, he's got 7 of them. Which one do you want to know? She wanted me to say Jehovah.
Right.
That's what she wanted. She wanted to start an argument. She wanted to start questions. Stupid questions. I ain't got time to answer your stupid questions. I said, do you know when you got born again? I can tell you when I got born again. I tell you, Jesus Christ came in my heart and saved me and changed me, and I got birthed into the family of God, and God now lives inside of me, and I am going to heaven. What about you? When did you get saved?
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
Little kid answered me, well, I got baptized. I didn't say when you got baptized. I said, the Bible says, you know, he told Nicodemus, Jesus Christ. I said, Jesus Christ told Nicodemus, verily, verily, I say unto you, you must be born again. I said, when were you born again? The other lady got mad. She didn't want to talk about my questions.
Right.
Why are we asking stupid questions? It makes no sense. There are things you will not know. If you ever understand the entire Bible, you are as smart as God. I guess when you finally get as smart as God, God says, okay, time to go. What is he going to do with you? He ain't got time for that. Rather than godly edifying in faith, so do. Stop talking about fables. Stop talking about genealogy. Stop talking about stupid questions. Minister questions. Questions about the church. How does your church operate? Who cares? I ain't got time to talk to you about all that. Instead, edify. Edify in faith. You know what we push? We push the Bible. We push the Bible.
Amen.
Amen. Amen.
Now the end of the commandment is charity out of a pure heart and a good conscience, of faith unfeigned. Charity, love and works. Love and action.
Amen.
Faith unfeigned. You are not going to stop believing in God.
Amen.
Amen.
You are not going to stop believing in miracles of God.
Amen.
God is going to take care of you.
Amen.
From which some have sweared, have turned aside into vain jangling. What have they done? They've turned aside. Why? They desire to be teachers of the law, understand neither what they say, nor wherever they affirm. You know what they want to be? They don't even know what they're talking about, and they say, I want to be the Sunday school teacher. I want to teach. You don't even read your Bible. You don't even read the Sunday school lesson book. I mean, they got Sunday school books. I mean, all you got to do is study the stupid thing, amen, and you can teach Sunday school.
Right.
Amen.
No, they want to be teachers. But we know the law is good if a man uses it lawfully.
Right.
Okay.
Amen.
Right.
The law is not made for men that follow the law.
Amen.
The law, knowing this, that the law is not made for the righteous man. A man that wants to do right, the law was not made for him.
Right. Amen.
Do you believe your Bible? It was not made for men that want to do right. No. But for the lawless and disobedient, for the ungodly, for sinners, for unholy and profane, for murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers, for manslayers, for whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind, for men stealers, for liars, for the prejudiced persons, and if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine. Who is the law for? You know why we got police officers out there? You go shoot a man, police coming.
Right. Amen.
Right.
You get into a fight, police coming. You rob a store, police coming.
Amen.
It may take them a while to find you. You may get lucky and get away with it for a little while. Sooner or later, your luck's going to run out.
Right.
Amen.
The law is made for the lawless.
Amen.
Amen.
It's not for the righteous man. A righteous man, he going to do right. He going to buy his Snickers, which he ain't supposed to eat, put it on the counter, because he's a diabetic. He pays for it, amen, and he buys his Snickers. The lawless man sticks it in his pocket and hopes he doesn't get caught and runs away.
Right.
And it gives all kinds of people in there, and I'm not even going to go through all this